Good morning, everyone. Straydog Bill Arnold, aka Straydog Billy, here again today. We're with my daughter ERIN. She's going to help us out on guitar. We're going to be doing song number 1232 and 1232 days in a row. We haven't missed yet. Doing one song every day until homeless dogs and cats are no longer killed, no longer euthanized in the kill shelters across our country. Because when they run out of space, there is nothing else they can do. They start euthanizing the poor dogs and cats who have been there the longest to make room for incoming rescues. This is a terrible tragedy. It's been going on for many decades now that we've been doing this. We're still killing today, believe it or not. Over 1,000 dogs and cats on the average are being killed every single day in the shelters because they run out of space. Back in 2011, it was 7,000 per day. Just 12 years ago, 7,000 per day. And back in 1940 or 1970, believe it or not, 41,000 dogs and cats were euthanized every single day to make room for incoming rescues. That's how horrible the problem was. 41,000 every single day of that year, 15 million. That was the average, 41,000 per day. We got to stop it. How do you stop it? Well, what we've been doing for all these years, we got it down to 1,000 a day now. And how did we do that? Spay and neuter. We're getting everybody on board to spay and neuter. Get control of conception in the dog and cat world. We're only talking about the dog and cat world. Get complete control of conception. Stop allowing conception to happen unless we guarantee that we will take care of every single puppy and kitten in the litters that are produced when we do allow conception to happen. We got to get to that point so that there won't be any killing of any extras. There won't be any extras. That's what we've got to get to. Good morning, ERIN.
Hi, Dad.
We're going to do today a song called Straydog Golden Rule. And this one's, this is a slow blues that I made up, and it has to do with what we need to do regarding stray dogs and stray cats also. So here we go. Are you ready? And 3, 4. Walking along the side of the road, well, last night I passed by a stray dog. I could tell he did not know where to go. But I kept on driving on to my safe and happy home. Lord have mercy on my soul. neat song, important song too. Okay, please everybody, spay and neuter your pets, adopt from an animal shelter. Let's try to save as many of these precious animals as we can until we completely get control of conception in the dog and cat world, and only allow them to happen to conceive and then to produce offspring when we guarantee to take care of every single one that has been conceived. Okay, Stray Dog, No Kill Dog Shelter, please help us out with a donation to that shelter. Erin's mom and I started the shelter, the late Pat Arnold. We started the shelter back in 1994, almost 30 years ago, 29 years ago now. We started the shelter and we became a Texas nonprofit corporation in 97, and that led to applying for and receiving from the IRS 501c3 tax exempt status. That makes all donations, big and small, to the shelter tax deductible to the fullest extent of the law. You can go online if you could, please, and help us out with a donation. It costs a lot more funding, a lot more money to run a no-kill dog shelter because we do not kill any of the animals, which is unfortunately what has to happen in the regular county and city-run shelters and so forth. There is nothing else they can do. We understand that, but no-kill dog shelters, we don't do it, and pretty soon, when we get control of conception in the dog and cat world, there won't be any more no-kill. All shelters will become no-kill dog shelters. Okay. Let's say in 94 we became, I already talked about that. We already did that. Now, the reason it costs so much more to run a no-kill dog shelter is obviously because we don't kill the extras. There are no extras. We take care of them all. What else? What all do we do? Well, we go on adoption days every single week when weather's permitting, to try to adopt out as many of these precious animals as we can so we can take in more rescues. So that's very important. We have a whole crew of volunteers that help us out, and we send a couple of our regular employees along on the trip to Dallas, a van load of dogs every single week. We try to adopt out as many as we can. Now, what else do we do though at the shelter that costs money, Erin?
The medical care, it's important, and dogs all have the problem. Well, I mean, some are healthy, but
yeah, and for spay and neuter is the first thing they get whenever we rescue a dog or our cat. We unless the mother is pregnant, then we take care of the puppies also, and so that's another expense. That's something we've always done. I can remember asking your mother, who passed on, by the way, in 2003. So it's been over 20 years now. Anyway, I can remember saying when something about probably about abortion was on the news, and I said, we never aborted any pregnant mothers that came along, and she said, of course not. So because you get control of conception, that is not going to happen. So anyway, what else do we do?
Well, let's see. The food, the two nutritious meals, and the treats, and
yeah, that's one at 6 a.m. and then one in the afternoon, and so the dogs have something to look forward to. This Erin's mom, Pat Arnold, all the things that we do at the shelter are still in place today. The things that she invented implemented back in 1994 when we first moved to the shelter. We had been taking care of rescues before that, but we lived in a residential neighborhood, and we had a side yard full of dogs and backyard full of dogs and a front yard even full of dogs.
Just 11.
Well, it wasn't full of dogs, it was 11, but it seemed like a lot then. She used to bring them in at night, every single night in the winter time, and put them in cages every single night. So then the neighbors didn't start to complain because we had too many dogs, and so we found the land out in the country and moved out there where we are today. So Stray Dog's still out there. So anyway, so we do the two nutritious meals every day. Then we have
part-time. They have walks.
Yeah, the part-time walks, which Pat started that also. She started with a big park and completely enclosed. Has circular fencing around it, and it's big, about half the size of a football field. And it's a big park, and the dogs just love to go to the park every day, and they wait for their turn. And if the walkers go out of turn, they let them know, the dogs do, because they all know exactly when they're going to go next. And they just love to go to the park for 10, 15 minutes, sometimes longer. And so they really enjoy their park time walks. And what else we do at the shelter?
And we have the kennel crew that fills in the holes the dogs dig and fix the fences.
Picks up the poop and checks the fencing all the time. And so that kennel crew is busy redressing the kennels, because the dogs dig and dig and dig all the time. And we used to have grass on all the kennels. And that disappeared after a few years, or not, probably within a year, that the grass all disappeared, because they just love to dig, dogs do, as you know. And then we also do the caregiving rounds.
That's important.
Every afternoon then the caregivers go into each and every kennel, and they pet the tummies of the dogs and play ball with the ones who like to play ball. And they check them out to make sure there's everything's okay.
Too.
And we do 24/7 coverage. There's always somebody there now to take care of the dogs. And also, please check out, if you go to straydog.org, go to About Us, click on About Us and Our Story, and then you'll see in the first paragraph, the 1994 paragraph, the other paragraphs go on up to the present, actually, with different years that things are happening. And at the end of the first paragraph, I helped make a video about 5 years ago, back in 2018, and we made the video, and it's a videographer helped us out and volunteered to do this for us, and he has a drone, so you get to see shots from up above, and he also does shows all the kennels and all the crew. And so it's a really neat video, and I give a little speech on the history of stray dog at the beginning. So anyway, that's what we you can see footage, some early clips of Pat Arnold, a video that was made in 1998, and we're also, as I think I may not have said this, we're being run today. My second wife, Juana Vasquez Arnold, who had worked for Pat in the earlier years, and she's running the shelter for us every day, and as a shelter director and on the board of directors. So we're in good hands at Stray Dog. So tomorrow we'll be back, Erin and I, with another song from Straydog Billy and ERIN.